Welcome to another episode of Paul Plays, and I'm still playing Infinifactory. So, let's see where we got to. Hey, the next one is Puzzle Landing Alignment Lights. Do a solution for this. So, what do we have here? So it produces 3 already welded in that pattern blue. Block and then a red block on the end. And over here, miles away, we need them in an alternate pattern. So every second one of them has been flipped around. And we don't want the first one untouched. As it went this way, the first one into this pattern has a blue, as we look at it here, on the left. Right, so how do you do this? Well, I'm going to start like I always do. I need 2 of them. I'm going to get 2 of them out. This time, because I'm rotating, I know I'd rather... I'd normally do that, but I know I'd rather leave a gap in the middle because, as we saw last episode, things that need to be rotated don't rotate well when they're hard up against something else. So, without further ado, so that's going to basically just going to draw these in. So, no, wrong one. It'll be clear. So one's going to sit there, and one's going to sit there when we have 2 and... any of these squares, any of these blocks can be censored on. Turn them to a downward one, like so. And then we need pushers going off the end. So I'm going to put another pillow. Why do I do that? I can just delete those blocks anyway. I can put a pusher in. It's like a waste of a pusher. No, it's not. They're not counted. No one's counting the number of items that have been wasted. Bang, bang. Oops. Right, so. And then... oh, crazy. Yeah, well, see. I knew I needed one of them in there. What was I talking about? Okay. Okay, very standard stuff. So, hopefully, this guy, the one on the left, which is going to be the second one because his red is on the left, is going to pretty much get down here untouched. So let's just build what would be the main trackway. Let's take a level. I've got to get this guy swung around a couple of times, so leave some space. Something like that looks reasonable as the main way of getting down. I better shore him up somewhere. I mean, we're probably going to be connecting to him somehow from here, so probably don't need to do that. Here he is here. Remember, he's coming off there. So he needs to be a little bit longer there. Boom, to catch the end of him. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run him like that. I want him on the middle. That's what I've decided. They're going to run them down with them on the middle. So just, because again, when there's a decision to be made here, it can be... there is probably a rule. If anybody knows it, let me know about which one takes precedence, but that will fix it. I mean, in theory, this could push over to there, or this one could grab it early. In fact, this one could grab it even earlier here. We don't have any say in the matter if it does. Let's have a look. Where does it actually grab it? Oh, fine. Okay, so that one's got that one. So, what happens to this one? Well... as soon as it gets pushed off, it could land on a rotator pad here that swung it this way, clockwise, I believe that is. So let's see what happens if I put a rotator pad in there, and now it's there. So what needs to happen is, obviously I need to rotate that one more time in the same direction, because rotating it the other way would be a bit of a waste. So it starts there, goes to there, and with a bit of luck, it's now like that. Now this guy's got a bit of a head start on us, hopefully, because when we look at this, if we're driving them down like this, the first block we would like the blue on the left. We don't want this one to get, we don't want these orders switched around. So let's just see what can happen here. Back into design. Boom, 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 boom. You see. Like, there is probably cleverer ways of dealing with this, but I'm just going to put that there so that doesn't happen. Oh, I'm always pressing that. So, that looks right now, doesn't it? Yes. We have blues on the left of the first one. So, what are you going to do next? They all need to be welded together and pushed in here. So, let me have a look at that. So for this one, I'm going to use the end of it as a guide to, has to be at least 3 there. That falls onto that. So that should work. And what are we going to see here? Well, surprise, surprise, quelle surprise. I know you're going to be shocked when I build exactly the same thing. Again, we need 4 blocks. So the best way of getting 4 blocks is to let 4 blocks accumulate, deal with them, and so we need 4 blocks. 4 platforms, 4 pushers, a sensor in front of, we'll do it this way just for a change. Conduit on the top. Now, where would we like to weld? Weld in here. No harm to it, is there? Well, it's just as easy to do it here as anywhere else. I mean, it just makes it look a bit, you know, wouldn't say unclear, but it's hard to see what's happening in there. But I think, you know, I know what's happening in there at this stage. And let's have a look at that. So let's speed it up. They spin down. We got to choose. So we've basically now got a flow coming into this device of alternate ones in the same pattern that needs. So, okay, I'm an idiot. They are not 1 wide blocks, they are 3 wide blocks. So let me now use 8, which is this area select, but I don't use half enough. You know, I should, because it's here for a reason. So then once you've got an area select like that, you know, if I engage mouse here, it's moving that way, whereas if I use mouse here, it's doing it that way. Fabulous. And then I just need conduit. Well, the world's strongest conduit, which keeps everything aloft. Kill that. Doesn't keep that aloft though, does it? What went wrong then? My apologies. We need to get it clear of this. Oh, don't tell me. Yep, I went at the wrong height. Okay, that's easily fixed. That's just that. Me not being able to get my vertical levels right. And that's counting down. Brilliant. So, I mean, I think, you know, simple enough, not a massively challenging level, but I just want to do one other thing. No, I don't, actually. That's plenty for this. So we get to see the rotators again, same thing. But as I said, I mean, this pattern, I continually use it, you know, constantly. No timing, no waiting for this block, no getting a block back. It's used here, but this is a variation with a gap in the middle, so I keep them separate. I mean, I needn't. I mean, they could be kept together and then pushed apart with pushes once they get out. It's not the... And this is fascinating, the speed. Now, I mean, I wonder with bigger, longer blocks, you know, the speed of movement of a rotation may actually be the quickest way of moving stuff around the area. Now, so if that was, you know, a priority to get something there quicker and it's long, you know, you can almost in a single move or a single like clock tick or whatever cycle, move the entire length of that, well, in two as you spin it back. Anyway, so that was whatever it was called, optical sensor array type 4. No, landing alignment lights. That's what that was. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope that was fun. I mean, I think at the end of this level, getting a bit more into, you know, machines which have intermediary parts and are a little more challenging. Okay, thanks again for watching. Hopefully see you in the next one.